Alright, how we doing? Okay, so got 2 of those. So where's that leave us? We need some of these vibrant alloy ingots. So that's another processing pattern. Vibrant alloy ingots. Alloy smelter of ender pearl and energetic alloy gets us that. Okay, so I need at least 3 of those guys. And do we have any of those nuggets? We've got 3. That's going to be a processing pattern. Sorry, a non-processing pattern. Not that guy, not that guy, that guy. So you're going to go in there. And I need to make a vibrant crystal, but we're out of patterns again. So let's make 10 more of those guys. Okay, I wanted that vibrant alloy crystal. This guy. Okay. And what's this thing for? I don't even remember. Oh, it's for this guy, that's right. Okay, so yeah. All we need is that vibrant crystal. So once it has that guy, it should be good, I think. So now all I have to do is go grab those 2 guys, the old capacitor banks, and we'll switch them out for a single one that holds 25 million RF, which is a higher number. So more efficient than 2 of these at 10. We can get 1 at 25. Alright, it's taking some charge from my guy, but that's okay. We will, you know, fix that later. Need some limestone chisel bricks. Yeah, I just need 1 of you, because he's not as tall as the other one was. Alright, so yeah, we've got 25 million RF total possible. So let's get this guy in the charger. Alright, well that upgrades that guy. We've got a lot, you know, more power storage, not more power storage. And we've got more auto crafting options opened up, so doing pretty good. I'm going to go think about what the next step should be, and I'll be back when I figure out what I want to do. Alright, let's keep going with our automation work. So the next step is to make sure this guy is only running if we don't have enough refined fuel. So this is the start of the process where we take the pulverized coal and, you know, end up putting it into refined fuel. So this guy will only run if there's not enough pulverized coal. But what if we need more refined fuel? We need another detector to turn this guy on and off. So let's work on one of those. Get my wireless guy out. Alright. So yeah, let's take the wireless crafting grid, and let's say I want another detector. It's got everything it needs to make one of those, so should be able to get one of those guys. Sometimes I think it might be nice to make that wireless crafting detector so I can see what it's doing. Alright, let's go up here. I'll put this guy down. So, we want to detect fluids. And we want to say when you are less than 32,000 millibuckets of whatever, you'll emit a signal. Which it's doing right now because it's got 32,000 of nothing. So it does have less than 32 buckets of nothing in the system. So I'm going to have to go fix that. So let's see here. I want the fluid grid. Get me my bucket. Ender bucket won't work for that, huh? Okay. Might have to stop using him then. So if you have a bucket in your inventory, you can just click the refined fuel, it'll take your empty bucket and give you a refined fuel bucket. So let's go ahead and down and go do that. Wrong room. And we're going to say, if you have less than 32 buckets of refined fuel, which you definitely do not have that much in the system right now. We've been using a lot of power, and so we're not going to have that much. So how much do we have? We have 25 right now, or, you know, almost 26. So, but that should now stop processing once we're at that stage. So the only thing we'll have to worry about is potentially running out of coal. So right now I've got 2,000, but like I told you, we ran out of that 1,000 pulverized coal rather quickly. So, you know, we'll see what happens. We definitely need to get some more automated mining going to make sure that's going to work well for us. Alright, there's a couple more things we need to go fix with our automation. So this guy is not running. We are totally out of red coal, and we have not automated getting more of it. So let's work on that. I want something that will produce red coal for me. So I'm thinking of just taking this guy down to the basement. Yeah. I want to take up that guy so I can take out his filter. Okay. And then we'll put the cable back because, you know, we still want the cable there. Alright. Okay, so this guy had a filter. I want to clear that up. And we'll take this guy down to the other one. And I want to get a crafter so we can craft things with this guy. Okay. He's got what he needs for that. So let's go take this guy downstairs. It's the power room. This is the automation room. So, debating where I want to put this guy. I'm considering putting him like right here. Might be okay. So you're marble, and you are a facade. Okay. Yeah, so all we would need is an item conduit or two. So do we have any of those guys? Nope, let's get one of those. I have one item conduit. Is that enough? I don't think it is. There's no item conduits here. This won't work right here. I mean, we could put him right here, but it wouldn't be terrible, I guess. I'd rather he be in a corner where I don't actually, you know, get access to him or anything. I don't know what it matters. Alright, let's just put you here. So we'll put one more of you there. And we'll put you right here. I can always rearrange later if I want to. Alright, you're going to be an always active extract on green. So we'll put the road back over here and over here. Put the facade back. So let's get that crafter. And we'll put you down. And now we need to go ahead and go get our pattern for that guy. So let's go ahead and do that. So the pattern needs to be 1 charcoal gives you 1 red coal. So let's go get some charcoal. And also, red coal is a recipe that JEI does not put well into the pattern grid. So we need to put the items in there specifically, or this will not match and it will not work. So for starters, I need to get 1 piece of actual red coal. Okay, there we go. And the rest of that will go in the system and then come in here, which is fine. And now we can make the pattern. So we got 1 pattern left. That's cool. It's a processing pattern. If we have 1 piece of charcoal, you can get 1 piece of red coal. So if I go downstairs, yeah, gotta get rid of that. That's a later project. Alright, so this guy is going to go in here, and you now should know how to make red coal. So I'm going to take this guy off. Okay. And I'm going to say, I want 64 red coal. So let's go ahead and craft that. And there it goes. It dumps the coal in here. Once it gets the red coal, it'll take it out. Now, if you can see one more problem we're going to have is that this is way too slow. It will never keep up with this guy who's burning through the red coal way faster than that guy is making it. I mean, it'll be extra power and it's mostly automated, but we need that guy to go faster. So let's work on making this guy faster with some speed upgrades. So let's see if we can craft some of those. So I'm going to need some more patterns. Oh, I've got some. Cool. It's going to be another processing recipe. I think this one's okay to go ahead and make. So I need an upgrade base. Need one of these guys. So hopefully that will work. And then to get that guy, we need one of those guys. And then I want you to make speed upgrades. And you should have everything you need to make that. So there we go. Need you and you to go in there. And then I need you to go down here. And now we know how to make upgrades. So first of all, we probably need to cancel that last one because it's going to take a while. So we're going to cancel him. And instead, we're going to say, I want 4 speed upgrades. Actually, I might want to take out the red coal because it's going to sit there and take up a spot in there until it's done. And then we won't be able to autocraft. So yeah. Thanks, but we're done for now. We'll come back to you in a minute. Okay. Now I can say I want 4 speed upgrades. And so it's going to tell me that it is processing these 4 guys. And then once it has one of those, it will craft me a speed upgrade and we'll keep going. So we should have 1. So we can now go downstairs and start making this guy faster. He will take more grid power though, so we may end up having to do something about that too. Got 2 more of these guys, so we got the 3rd one while I was not paying attention. So there we go. This is as many of this kind of speed upgrade as we can have. So we'll let him go for now. We may end up going farther in the future. In fact, we probably will. But for right now, this will work out. So what I want is to get 4 of those for that guy too. So let's get 4. And this time, takes 40 grid power while it's running, but they run a lot faster than they did before. So this is a lot nicer. And the same thing is going to happen with our furnace. Okay. So there we go. So now the furnace, uses, I don't know, whatever it uses. Another 4 grid power. And you use another 4 grid power just being on. I don't think this guy uses grid power while he's running. This guy does. So he needs grid power to process his stuff. He has no power of his own. He has redstone power to do his actual work. But this guy uses grid power to do the actual work. So we need lots of grid power for this guy. Not so much for this guy. Alright, so that's working out pretty well. How are we doing on our system? You have stopped running. That's interesting. I wonder why you've stopped running. Do we have enough fuel in the system now? Yeah, we do. We have more than 32 buckets. And you're going to get a little bit more because after we dump all that stuff in there and keep running for a while, it'll take a while for the rest of it processes. So we'll get a little bit more, but it'll go down once we use it, and then it'll pick up again. So that's pretty good, but I don't want to have to keep requesting red coal all the time. I want to be able to stock a certain amount of that in the system at all times and keep it going. So let's see if we can work on that too. To get that, I need an interface. So there we go. We need to make an interface. And you're going to require an importer and an exporter. I'm not sure we have patterns for those guys. We do have an importer. We don't have an exporter pattern. So let's get one of those guys. Okay. So you are both just crafting patterns. So let's go make an interface. Let's go make an interface. Alright, it's good on what it has to do, so that's cool. And it's making a lot of CPUs, which should be a lot faster for it now than it was earlier. Yeah, this is doing a lot better than it was earlier. So I think we're doing a lot better now. So let's keep going. What else do we need to do? Let's put this charcoal away. We're also going to need some kind of a crafting card. The crafting card will let the interfaces auto-craft items they don't have in their system already. So let's work on one of those, a crafting card. Or crafting upgrade. So we need one of those guys. And that requires an upgrade base, cushion core, table. Yeah, I think we can make all those things. So let's go ahead and make a crafting upgrade. Yep, it's cool doing all that. So that should be that guy. And I need my interface and the crafting card. And we also need an external storage for this guy. So we'll go ahead and make one of those as well. There we go. So the external storage will allow us to take things out of this interface that it auto-crafts. So we're going to store things and keep them in this interface, and we'll auto-craft them however many we want to keep in the system at any one time, and we'll just keep them in there, and we'll have access to them with the external storage. It sounds weird to have external storage on a thing that is part of the RS system, but it's just the way the mechanics work out together. So once we have these three things, we should be able to go ahead and work on getting some coal, or red coal. So I'm going to take this elevator out right now, because if I don't, I'm going to keep doing that over and over again. And I don't know, we'll do that basement room down there. Just going to sit there for now. It's fine. Alright, I'll put the elevator away. Might use that again. We'll see. Alright, now I can go back to whatever it is we were doing. So let's go ahead and put the interface somewhere. He just needs to be attached to the system. Pretty much anywhere will do. So I'm probably just going to put him up here in this room. But we do need him to be able to have, you know, the external storage on him. So I want to put him somewhere that will work for that. So I'm thinking I might put a row of interfaces like right up here, and then run some cable from here or something. I'm not sure. I could place them in the wall. That might not look bad. You are a conduit facade. Where's my Yeta wrench? Let's see what you look like without that. So, okay, so yeah, if I had this guy here and I had the external storage, what would that look like? Okay, first of all, you want to be extract only for this guy. We only want to take things out of here because these are all places where things could live. We don't want this to be in our system unless we're actually using that. So we'll add the crafting upgrade. Deciding whether I hate the look of this or not. I'm not sure. Because, I mean, I can hide this guy. They do have, you know, facades and refined storage, but they don't do connected texture, so I'm not sure it's going to look right. Let's see how it looks, and then I will make my decision. Alright, that's a good wrapping up point for today's episode. Thanks for watching. You've liked and subscribed by now, right? What am I saying? Of course you have. See you next time.